Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome and please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell below. Get all the updates. Very excited for today's beer. It's Chris, my man Chris. He's a good friend of mine. We talk all the time, and I really appreciate you sending me that box of beers. And he texted me, probably this is maybe 4 days ago at this point, that he had one of these and he said they're drinking very nice. So this was the first chance I had to try it out for myself. So it's from Hightower, which I've had a couple of their beers. Definitely a stout, definitely a hoppy offering. This is called Perfect Third. It is a triple IPA though. It's 11% ABV and no canning day, but the stuff's fresh within a month for sure. So triple IPAs and we have not a love-hate relationship, but they're very hit or miss for me. And when they hit, they're a hit, and when they miss, it's like I wish it was just a double IPA. So I'm very excited to see where this falls on that spectrum. But yeah, cool. Not overly filled and spill over me, so that's a good sign. Looks a part of a nice hazy IPA. Not a ton ahead, which is sometimes a good indicator of a higher ABV. Dirty glass, courtesy of the water where I live. Yeah, I mean, that's juice. Look at that. That is that's a good mix of like orange and pineapple juice. Holy cow. That is straight up orange, yellow, beautiful, beautiful, juicy looking beer. Almost exactly a finger of head, barely off white. Small bubbles, breaking up into small to medium size. But I mean, that looks straight out of New England. Let's see about the aroma. That has a very wonderful smell. It is sweet, but not cloyingly, certainly not overly sweet, and has ripe to overripe fruit, not like rotten overripe, but definitely like approaching that level of ripeness. So there's just so much of these like sugar fruity notes coming through. It's orange, almost like a little bit of like those circus peanuts. I swear I get a little bit of banana in there, and then the tropical stuff's a little harder to identify because it's somewhat like generic tropical fruits. More in that mango pineapple than like passion fruit or like guava or kiwi or something. It's more, yeah, more that way. But it smells really good. Yeah, I mean, again, it looks super juicy. It smells super juice. I mean, other than like that circus peanut thing, it smells like juice. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. That is drinking very well. And I've never had this beer before. This is the one that he sent me 2 cans, one to send to the guys at Nerd Sense. And yeah, this is good. And again, triple IPAs, I should say, they can be a little tough for me to really like. As I'm talking now, I do get some alcohol warmth, a touch of alcohol in the back of my tongue. But the whole sip process, I didn't get that. It's not overpowering, but I've only had one sip. It's the only negative thing I can say about this beer. It's very good. The taste is kind of like the nose. It's that very ripe, approaching overly ripe without being, spoiled or anything. But I do get that orange juice, not zest or yeah, nothing like that. It's really the juice itself. A little bit of pineapple in there. This is another one. I said this in another recent review where you could tell me a few different hops and I'd be like, oh yeah, I could see that being in here. I think I said that with the Prison City Riot IPA. Yeah, I get some pineapple. creamsicle a little bit of vanilla. This doesn't, unless they're not advertising, it doesn't have any vanilla or anything in it, or lactose. But it almost has this like creamsicle vanilla with that orange. Great mouthfeel. I didn't say that and mention that, but yeah. Again, it's kind of like the aroma. I'm having a hard time pulling out specific fruits, but it's definitely fruity, and it's more that tropical side. Like I said, as I'm drinking it, I'm not getting passion fruit or guava, so it is following the nose that way. There's not much prickliness, a little bit, but not much. As I keep sipping, one reason I keep sipping and not cutting this review off is I want to see if that alcohol like is compounding and becoming too much of a taste in my mouth, like on my palate, and it's not. Which is usually a very big criticism I'll have of triple IPAs is just the alcohol. In a stout, it doesn't bother me, and like a quad, I can take some, like a Belgian quad. But typically, like hoppy IPA kind of beers, I don't want that. And this one is not too bad. The style is probably almost always going to suffer from that because it's hard to hide the ABV, I think, at that level in this style. But that being said, it's not overpowering. It is drinking very well. He was right. This is a really good beer. And Hightower should be proud of this beer for sure. Have you had this beer or any other beer from Hightower? Super curious as always. Check me out on Instagram on Tapped. No hype beer reviews at both those places. Thanks again, Chris. I really do appreciate it a lot. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.